Look at these gears. When every cog tries to spin at maximum speed without alignment, the whole system locks up under its own friction. In business operations, this is exactly what happens when you confuse frantic movement with actual progress. Many entrepreneurs operate under the assumption that scaling a business requires sheer intensity. They launch multiple simultaneous projects, schedule endless meetings, and log longer hours, assuming that total output directly correlates with growth. To escape that cycle of entrepreneurial burnout and wasted capital, we need to shift from intensity to precision. We are going to build a precision action plan to structurally evaluate where your energy is actually going. Step 1 is gathering your tools. You'll need a digital project management workspace like Trello, Asana, or Monday, and a list of the estimated budgets and hours for all your current initiatives. Once you master this level of precision, your daily focus shifts. You stop merely surviving an avalanche of busy work and start actively driving sustainable, measurable growth. This board here represents our starting line. Create a new digital workspace and dump every pending decision, advertising campaign, and hiring plan into a single master list of unorganized task cards. Getting these items out of your head and onto a screen forces you to confront the exact scale of your mental load. You cannot manage an operational burden that you cannot see. Now we apply our first aggressive filter, the problem definition test. Go through your master list and ask yourself exactly what specific problem each task solves. Identify any initiative you are pursuing simply because you saw a competitor doing it. High-performing operators evaluate their own internal bottlenecks. They do not adopt software or launch marketing campaigns to follow a herd mentality. Take those unjustified copycat tasks, drag them out of your main workflow, and drop them into a dedicated archive folder immediately. Ruthlessly discarding undefined tasks is the mandatory first step. It protects your business's operational bandwidth for the work that actually matters. With the obvious clutter gone, turn your attention to the justifiable tasks left on your board. This animated diagram outlines our strict scoring framework, known as the 3-pillar precision filter. It dictates 3 distinct pathways: revenue, customer experience, and operational efficiency. Take a task from your board and check the first branch. Will this activity directly and measurably increase revenue? If it doesn't drive revenue, check the second branch. Does this task significantly improve your customer experience? Finally, if it fails the first 2, run it through the third branch. Does this specific action streamline your operational efficiency? Here is the operational rule. If a task fails to clearly align with at least one of these 3 pillars, you must permanently archive it. Utilizing this strict tagging framework strips away vague justifications. It guarantees that every active project on your docket serves a vital business function. Now, tally up the resources attached to the tasks you just archived. Calculate the exact amount of budget and weekly hours you have successfully salvaged. The instinct might be to invent new projects to fill the void. Resist that urge. Holding these recovered resources gives you a strategic advantage. This chart shows exactly how to reallocate them. On the left, a budget is distributed thinly across 10 different initiatives. On the right, we inject those recovered resources directly into our surviving pillar-tagged tasks to fully fund them, concentrating that same total budget into just 2 massive bars. Concentrating your capital allows your marketing to become deeply focused and your operations to run smoothly. These few surviving projects become robust enough to generate exceptional returns. Actual scaling is not achieved by spreading your budget across dozens of average initiatives. It is achieved by investing deeply into a select few, highly vetted activities. Compare this updated workspace to the chaos we started with. We now have a pristine, highly structured Kanban board featuring a small number of heavily resourced tasks, cleanly categorized by revenue, customer experience, and efficiency. This streamlined state produces secondary, long-term benefits. Precise forecasting reduces your inventory waste, and team communication becomes dramatically clearer because everyone knows exactly where to direct their efforts. To lock this in as a permanent operational habit, save the 3-pillar criteria as a mandatory checklist. Run every future initiative through it before it reaches your active board. When you regularly filter out waste and concentrate your focus, these small improvements in operational accuracy compound into massive improvements in overall profitability. The most successful businesses are rarely the ones doing the most work. They are the ones doing the right work with exceptional consistency and clarity.